Hey, it's Carl. Thanks so much for dropping by. It was back in around about 2007 when I first started exhibiting my art properly, and it may have been my fourth or fifth exhibit. I'm not sure, I can't completely remember. But what I do remember ever so clearly was the briefing that I had with the curator before one particular event. And at the end of the briefing, she turned to me and she said with absolute conviction, by the way, "Oh, and Carl, don't bring your personal art. No one gives a shit. Bring your art that will match their sofas." And with that, she walked away. In other words, I had to choose diversity or disaster. At least that's how I looked at it. I have to admit that I didn't react or take it personally at all. I kind of knew she had a point, and my first few exhibits had been a real struggle. I really battled with them. So what's the solution? Well, if you discover in the beginning that you're not getting the financial results that you want from your art, or if nobody's buying from your particular niche, the niche that you specialize in, then my tip is to diversify. Listen, if you're happy to get along with not selling what you love to create, then that's fine, that's perfect. After all, you got into this game for self-fulfillment, I guess you could say. However, if you're looking to cash flow your efforts and then put what you do to the side now and then and do this, create what people actually want. And let me make my point, because I can hear the purist stampede fast approaching at the moment. So what I'm suggesting is not selling out. I'm not suggesting that at all. The thing is, I've received many emails from artists who are simply struggling to sell some of their art. And if it's your desire to make some sales in the beginning, then one factor that you may want to consider is being prepared to be a little flexible. And during some of my very first exhibits, I had people approach me and tell me that they loved my subject matter and the texture, but they didn't like my use of color. So I then asked them a lot of questions about what colors do they like, or what kind of themes do they like. And through this conversation, this type of conversation, we often manage to meet somewhere, I guess, in the middle. And as a result, I produced some work for them that didn't go too much out of my creative category and yet suited what the buyer was looking for. And this is kind of like doing commission work, I guess you could say. And the thing is to remember, the key is not to go too far outside your creative ward and into an area that doesn't really stimulate you, because it's not your thing, but try to be flexible. At the end of the day, you're looking for your bread and butter, which essentially is your cash flow to get you moving, get your momentum going and be able to afford your products. So be a little diverse with your work to accommodate more people. The same goes with your pricing as well. Have some low cost entry pieces available and make your art accessible to everyone without, of course, making it free. And later, as you develop your craft, develop a following and build a reputation, you can then concentrate solely on your chosen niche. But until you diversify a little, for example, if you only use charcoal to draw birds, then it might be worth trying using some oil colors instead, for example. If you only do abstract textural paintings, then you could try incorporating a subject theme. And if you paint watercolor on board seascapes, for example, try using oil colors on canvas and incorporating people or some form of activity on the beach. And if you paint portraits of celebrities, then why not try painting everyday people who you can actually get to sit for you. But whatever you do, be open to being diverse. And by the way, I took the curator's advice and sold more art in that show than I'd done in the 3 years leading up to that particular event. Now, was that a fluke? Well, maybe, but I tend to think that she knew her audience a lot better than I actually did. Hey, if you like this video, then please give me a thumbs up in the comments section below. And If you've not done so already, then subscribe to my channel, if that's what you do, of course. I do appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. I do look forward to connecting with you again real soon, and help you with your art and help you advance your art career. Till next time, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Your art buddy, Carl. Thanks.